Part 6 of By the Turtles of Tasman by Jack London. On an afternoon in the late fall, all were gathered about the big chair and Captain Tom. Though he did not know it, he had drowsed the whole day through and only just awakened to call for his ukulele and light a cigarette at Polly's hand. But the ukulele lay idle on his arm, and though the pine logs crackled in the huge fireplace, he shivered and took note of the cold. "It's a good sign," he said, unaware that the faintness of his voice drew the heads of his listeners closer. "The cold weather will be a tonic. It's a hard job to work the tropics out of one's blood, but I'm beginning to shape up now for the Kuskokeem. In the spring, Polly, we start with the dogs, and you'll see the midnight sun. How your mother would have liked the trip. She was a game one. 40 sleeps with the dogs, and we'll be shaking out yellow nuggets from the moss roots. Larabee has some fine animals. I know the breed. They're timber wolves. That's what they are. Big gray timber wolves, though they sport brown, about one in a litter. Isn't that right, Bennington?" "One in a litter. That's just about the average." Bennington, the Yukoner, replied promptly, but in a voice hoarsely recognizable. "And you must never travel alone with them," Captain Tom went on, "for if you fall down they'll jump you. Larabee's brutes only respect a man when he stands upright on his legs. When he goes down, he's meat. I remember coming over the divide from Tanana to Circle City. That was before the Klondike Strike. It was '94. No, '95, and the bottom had dropped out of the thermometer. There was a young Canadian with the outfit. His name was, it was a peculiar one. Wait a minute, it will come to me." His voice ceased utterly, though his lips still moved. A look of unbelief and vast surprise dawned on his face. Followed a sharp, convulsive shudder, and in that moment, without warning, he saw death. He looked clear-eyed and steady, as if pondering, then turned to Polly. His hand moved impotently, as if to reach hers, and when he found it, his fingers could not close. He gazed at her with a great smile that slowly faded. The eyes drooped as the life went out, and remained a face of quietude and repose. The ukulele clattered to the floor. One by one, they went softly from the room, leaving Polly alone. From the veranda, Frederick watched a man coming up the driveway. By the roll of the sea in his walk, Frederick could guess for whom the stranger came. The face was swarthy with sun and wrinkled with age that was given the lie by the briskness of his movements and the alertness in the keen black eyes. In the lobe of each ear was a tiny circlet of gold. "How do you do, sir?" the man said, and it was patent that English was not the tongue he had learned at his mother's knee. "How's Captain Tom? They told me in the town that he was sick." "My brother is dead," Frederick answered. The stranger turned his head and gazed out over the park-like grounds and up to the distant redwood peaks, and Frederick noted that he swallowed with an effort. "By the Turtles of Tasman, he was a man," he said in a deep, changed voice. "By the Turtles of Tasman, he was a man," Frederick repeated, nor did he stumble over the unaccustomed oath. End of Part 6. End of By the Turtles of Tasman by Jack London.